with this year's prep, I mean, last year we saw you at the Bedford show, and you put on a good amount of weight. And have you done anything different running into this, show to get leaner? And what benefits, what kind of weight gain do you think you can make with the muscle cells?
I think since my last show, I've put on in the region of 7 to 8 pounds of muscle in the year. I'm sitting at 13, 12 now. This time out, I'm usually, to be quite honest with you, I've always been one of the lightest guys on stage. I've just about made it into light heavies. I'm normally only about 13.2, 13.3 on stage, I could suppose in some ways I could quite easily be in the middleweight class, But the diet has been very different this time around. As I say, I've depleted myself loads going into other shows, I've been fed up in this show. Fed up as in, not fed up with Neil, but fed up as in eating loads of food, basically, That has helped me, my spirits, my training, my mindset, that's the only real change with regards to anything leading up to this show, apart from a few things training-wise that I've changed. For instance, this year, I've only been back training arms for the past 3 months. I had a really bad bicep tendon injury for the past year, and I just couldn't curl a thing, and it was so painful in certain movements. But as I say, after the Arnolds, I just wanted to just lift as heavy as possible with as many reps as possible, So, some people's heavy may not be my heavy. My heavy may only be 20 kgs, yours may be 50, but I want to get those reps out and pump blood into that muscle, basically, So yeah, the only real change was the diet, really, and my mindset.
Yeah, I think for 3 weeks out, I mean, I know you anyway, but a lot of people don't know you. For 3 weeks out from the show, you're full of beans, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? I know you're pumped because you're excited about doing the show, but I think from the diet perspective, when you said you brought your carbs down,
yeah,
certain full of energy.
Yeah, definitely. This means the world to me. As I say, if I don't go there, I mean, people can say what they want. As far as I'm concerned, I'm going to go there first and foremost and enjoy the show. And my aim is to go there, and I have no doubts about winning. That is it. That's all I'm going there to do. Apart from that, it's up to the judges to decide after that. That is it. So yeah, I'm excited. I know this is the best I've ever been. So yeah, just looking forward to it.
I mean, you've got to look at the mindset of people like Shaun. Okay, I mean, I've been working with top amateurs and pros and that for a while, just for a couple of years, but I've seen this different mindset. And even a few of you here train for sure. Shaun's, yes, he's got good genetics, but anybody can do it. But you've got to live and breathe bodybuilding, which is what Shaun does. He's very lucky, and I'm going to give her a little plug here. Jane, Shaun's better half, is also she's a top body fitness competitor. Really one of the best in the country for sure. She's fully supportive of Shaun, and you are of her. So together you've got a household for the bodybuilding. It's what makes it work. And I think I'm sure you're very fortunate. That's all I do.
She's flying out to the Arnolds this week. She's representing the UK at the Arnolds, like I did in a couple of years. She's going out there as well with a few of the other guys like Dean Isiak, Jane is, and I'm not too sure who else is going. A few other people. Yeah. So they're all going to go, and they're going to have a really good time. The Arnolds is a fantastic show as well.
I mean, that's big.
So that is, yeah.
And so, it's the mindset of what people like Shaun have got. And like I said, it's his own words. He's going out to win. No one else matters. I'm not going to worry about anyone else. I'm going to worry about Shaun. And then, like I said, it's down to the judges. That's what it is. Dave?
Yeah. Other than your partner and your wife, what do your family think of you?
My mother hated bodybuilding. Every time she saw me, she'd go, I can't express to you how much she hates bodybuilding. Especially when I bulk up. She can't even look at me. She absolutely hates it. My sisters, they love it. My family, they love it. It's something that I love doing. My mother in particular, you know, she always says, "No, you look like your uncle. Get out of my sight." She was always like that, yeah. But you know, she hasn't been to the last few shows that I've done, you know, just because she's had to be somewhere else. But you know, she was there for my first show, the second show, you know, and believe it or not, I've only done 6 shows still. Yeah, so I still haven't even done that many shows compared to a lot of guys who've done in excess of 15, 20 shows. I've still only done 6. So still got a few ways, a long way to go. As I said, you know, bodybuilding wise, career is finished in 4 years' time. I do not want to be doing. Not that I don't love it. I want to find other things to do. Basically, you know, we all know that, you know, this is an extreme sport, you know, and you put your body through a lot of stress. You know, I've always said, you know, I want to go into my 40s and 50s being as healthy as possible. That's the main thing, you know. Obviously, I love bodybuilding. I've just set up a new business up north called Bioflex Nutrition, which is a supplement shop. And, you know, I'm like a kid in a candy store with regards to things like that. When I'm surrounded by, you know, Luke saw me out there, I was asking him questions about different supplements and this, that, and the other. I absolutely love it. So, you know, I just want to find different avenues with regards to, you know, the sport that I love. You know, I don't want to continue competing. You know, I'm quite tempted to maybe in my 40s to come back to and do the British as a masters, you know, over 40s. Quite tempted to do that, you know, but we'll see, you know, what shape I'm in at that particular time, you know. But yeah, that's about it. I have no qualms in, you know, I don't be like some of these guys, you know, who have come back year after they've passed their peak and stay on stage. I never want to be like that. Never.
What's your training split like in a typical week?
Training, do you know what? I was talking about it to someone else the other day. I like to keep it simple. At first, when I first started training, I was doing Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. Gradually, as I got stronger, I was so fatigued after I did my major body part first, that when it came to doing the second body part, I was wasted. I wasn't putting enough effort into it, so I had to change it around. I was like, okay, well, scrap that, train Monday to Friday, at least then I could put 110% into training that body part, you know. And for me, it works well because, you know, I'm not like, I find training splits hard, you know. Okay, well, what am I training today? You know, I prefer it Monday to Friday. I know exactly what I'm training, you know. Mondays are shoulders, Tuesdays are legs, Wednesdays chest, Thursdays back, Fridays hamstrings and buys. You know, I train triceps twice, sometimes even 3 times a week, because that was a big body part for me. So I hit it with shoulders, and I hit it with chest, and sometimes with buys on a Friday. Hamstrings, calves, I train every other day. Hamstrings, I train twice as well. I superset it with leg extensions on a Tuesday when I do quads, and I also hit them by themselves on a Friday. So yeah, that's the way I train. Monday to Friday, at least I know where I am. One thing I have adjusted over the years, I used to train legs on a Friday. Bad news. Legs is, as you know, the body part is that's going to fatigue you the most, you know. And you really need to not only put 110, 120, 30, 40, 50% into legs. Legs, for some people they grow easily, but for the majority of people they don't. Not put enough effort into it. So I think any later than Wednesday, you know, if you train into your full potential, you're going to be too wasted to train legs properly. That's my philosophy anyway. So I don't train legs any later than Tuesday. Always, always. Sometimes I swap it, sometimes it's a Monday, sometimes it's a Tuesday. You know, but never later than Tuesday.
Does it change much, like, when you like preparing for a show? Like,
no, it never changes. It never changes. My training never changes. It stays the same. Obviously, the only thing that might change is if, you know, like I've been on low carbs for the past few days, so, you know, weights might have dropped a bit, or, you know, that's about it. But training's always the same. I've never changed. Some people do, and it works well for them. Me, I don't see any reason. I train intense anyway. I don't, you know, I feel I train very intensely, so I don't see there's any real need to change my training.
You said you train calves several times a week. Do you do different exercises?
No, I train one exercise per day. So it will be Mondays seated, Tuesday standing, Wednesday donkey calves, and so on and so forth. It will be that. Will be like for about 5 sets. Each set to failure. Heavyweights don't do anything for me on calves. It will just be each set to failure, burn the crap out of them, and then that's it basically.
Questions? Dave again?
What diet are you on at the moment? How many calories for you?
I was on, I calculated the other day, I was on just under 3,000 calories, which is quite a lot actually. I spoke to another pro bodybuilder, Jose Raymond, who's another 202 champion, and he was quite surprised on my calories, because he was saying to me, you know, if he was on that amount of calories, he would never come in tight enough for a show. But as we are all individuals, our bodies burn differently, you know, with regards to calories. You know, my body will burn calories a lot faster than maybe he does, you know. And yeah, I was on 2,900 calories about 2 weeks ago. Now I think I'm down to just over 2,000 at the moment. Fat
What will that
content.
reduce to?
Sorry?
What will that reduce to?
I don't think it will reduce that much, because my weight was stagnant for a while. But we weren't too worried about that, you know. I don't want to be razor sharp too early, you know. I mean, I've still got certain areas that I need to tighten up my back and, you know, bits of my glutes and my hands. So yeah, I doubt it will drop that much. I mean, we have had a discussion about whether we might carb deplete me. I don't like meddling with things leading up to the show. I hate meddling with things. You know, I always feel that if you're in good enough condition, just cruise into the show. You know, either up your water, drop your water, and that is it. Carb depleting and getting enough carbs, it's all very hit and miss, isn't it? Really, you know, with regards to carb depleting, carb loading, salt loading, it's a headache for me. I just want to go to sleep, wake up, go to the show, and that is it. I don't want to worry about anything else, you know. So if it's a case of, you know, you're a bit of a fatty before the show, then maybe carb depleting is the better way to go for you, you know, to tighten you up a bit. But if we can help it, then no, I just want to cruise into the show. Maybe up my carbs a bit, maybe half my carbs leading into the show, not drop them, just half, you know, take away 10% each day or something like that, and then slowly up them again, you know, to regain some more of that fullness and dry out as the days near the show, you know. But apart from that.
Any other questions?
How much cardio are you doing at the moment?
I was only doing 20 minutes twice a day up until a few weeks ago, about 3-4 weeks ago. Then he upped it to 30 minutes twice a day. Now I'm on 45 minutes twice a day. I doubt very much it would change. Now,
Is that just more of cardio, or do you do?
no, I'm intense. I'm wrapped up like I am now, and sweat bucket loads. Jane is doing her nuts about the washing right now. Absolutely crazy, you know. I've been trying to wear things more than once, but you know, it smells after a while. So, you know, bucket in the wash. So yeah.